Yeah, give me a second.
Hey guys, it's Tom from Resale America. My YouTube channel is Liquidation Motivation. Whether you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, a different mic?
No.
Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. You know, we appreciate everybody that comes out here. Appreciate everybody that follows us. This channel is all about eBay, Amazon, pallet buyer, bin store, liquidation business, the consignment store, but most of all, taking your money, taking your profits, and building your wealth. So, hey, we had a great weekend in the liquidation business. All of our stores did well. Uh-oh. Where's Baby Daddy? Baby Daddy's calling me. He needs to come in here and get on our live with us. All of our stores did well. Our big store, our 110,000 square foot liquidation store crushed it this weekend. Both bin stores had great weekends. I'm very impressed at how things are going. We're looking to open our third bin store right now. And maybe our fourth. We got about 5 different locations we're negotiating with. We're talking to. What are some of my tactics? I always like to get free rent up front, especially the period that you're running a place, that you're doing your build out, you're building your bins, you're getting painting, cleaning the floor, doing whatever you got to do to get a storefront ready. You make sure you get that to be free rent. I know the last location that I rented was in a C Plaza. Remember, when you go to a C Plaza, you can negotiate a lot better on what the rents can be. So I walked in, I said, I want 3 months free. I want 6 months at half price rent. And if things work, I'll sign the lease at that time and we'll move forward. And things did work out, so we did sign the lease. And now I'm paying full rent. But it's a 10,000 square foot place. I'm only paying $3.50 a square foot gross lease, so there's no additional fees on top of that. And it's really working out. I'm really excited about it. And now I'm looking for my third and fourth location. So
it's awesome. It's gonna be exciting.
How was the weekend, Paul? How did you think the weekend went?
Oh, it was good. It was good. We were here. We made a lot of sales. People came in, bought a lot of pallets, which is awesome. If anybody's watching, of course, our channel, we stream at 7 different channels on Resale America Lincoln, our primary channel for this store. Like I said, I always advocate every day when we do morning videos about buying pallets. This is a good channel for if you want to learn to reflip or get into the business of liquidation. Tom does a great job. He's very advocate. Business, like I said in the videos, he's got his master's in business, so he owns the world's largest liquidation. I mean, what's more to show about being educated about this business?
Yeah. So some of the loads we got in this weekend, we did get another load from our nonprofit, right? Yes. Which was the mystery boxes, and then some of the Amazon mediums, bigger stuff. We got in a bunch of loads of the Amazon mediums. So we found a local, not a local person, but somebody in the state of Florida that has medium truckloads, and we're buying those medium truckloads. They end up being very good. I like those. Did you like those?
No, they were really good. Yes.
Yeah. So we're using some of them for our bin store, and then we're also selling them off by the pallets. I know one guy the other day found like $1,000 desktop computer in one of the boxes, because a lot of times the mediums, they come in with brown boxes. Right, you can't even see what's in them, and they pop them open, and it could be something great, could be something average too. But we're finding a lot of good stuff. We found another 3D printer on one of the pallets. We're getting a lot of good stuff on the mediums. A lot of people discount the mediums, but they've come down in price. They're pretty reasonably priced right now. Some people do them by percentage of retail. Some people do it by the truckload. This one I got by the truckload, and my cost on them, I think I can say my cost. I paid $5,000 for a truckload, and that's pretty good. That price has come down a bit. So I really like buying the mediums, and I ordered 2 more truckloads for this week. I'm going to try to be a problem solver. I tried to get my price down a little more if I commit to like 10 truckloads a week.
Yeah.
But the seller wouldn't bite on my offer. So we'll see what I can do. Let me see. What do we got? Already got some comments up here. I love Resale America. I've told so many people about your store, and about half of my house is from your store. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Katie, so much. We do appreciate your business. We love all of our customers. We try to treat our customers like family, and we try to make our store more like a museum and a fun place to go. Yeah. We're always looking for new stuff that we can put in our store, life-size stuff, video games, anything we can put in our store. Anything that we can do to get more customers. So thank you very much for those kind words, Katie. Do you have any new couches? Well, we have new couches, but we don't have a new shipment of couches yet. No, we're actually looking. We're waiting on our next truckload from one truck, one furniture company, which we're not allowed to mention. It starts with a W, and the next one is Ashley. So I'm trying to buy an Ashley truckload today from a different source, and then we have our normal Ashley and W furniture that comes in. We just haven't got any of those in like
last month.
Yeah, it's probably been about a month. So we certainly want to reset the furniture, get a lot more in. We're pretty excited, and our furniture sells great. If you have enough room, it's like in a medium-sized store, you gotta decide if you want to do furniture or clothing because they both take up so much space. Yeah. And I love furniture. It's easier to sell expensive furniture than it is cheap furniture. You don't want grandma's furniture. You want newer models, better stuff. And you don't want press board, stuff that they sell at Big Lots. That's not what you want to buy off your customers and resell. It's so much easier to sell the expensive furniture than the cheap furniture. And then clothing, you're doing more like low value items, and so it's a lot more sales. So this what you can make off of one couch would take you like 200 pieces of clothing to make the same amount of money, right? So I just love furniture. Fortunately, my store is big enough where we can do both. So once you get, I think you need about if you want to do it right, you need about a 70,000 square foot store to do like we do. We fortunately found a 110,000 square foot store, and that's what we're using. Yeah. So that we got a great store. So anybody looking to do it big like we do it, that's what I'd recommend. Mike's.
Go ahead.
I
wanted to fixate on we didn't get a truck in, so that means we don't have any new, furniture because we do buy from customers and so forth. So we need to take new and used, interjoist it together. So I just wanted to say that as well. Like we get furniture in all the time. It's just from our truckloads. It's been a month.
Yeah, you got to be careful. So we buy our truckloads, then we buy off the public. You got to be careful that you're very picky about what you buy off the public, because otherwise you're going to end up with 30 floral couches that nobody wants to buy, right? That grandma wants to sell, but nobody wants to buy. So we are getting a little bit of that right now in the storm. We're trying to weed that out. We're actually sending our couches to the bin store and just blowing them out for $20. Paul says, "Good morning, everybody." Good morning, Paul. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on. Mike says, "Hey, Tom, how many pallets did you get for 5K? It was 24 pallets. 24 pallets, Mike. So it put my cost around, something like with shipping, maybe like $250 a pallet. So I do break some down for my store, put some to my bin store, put some in my liquidation store. But the pallets I sell here, I don't touch. They come wrapped. I don't touch them. We do sell the pallets individually for $350. So we do make about $100 on it, and that's the way that goes. Charlotte said, "You are like family. I have fun every week when I come in there." Thank you, Charlotte King. We appreciate this shout out. Thank you so much. We love the store. Unfortunately, I don't get out on the floor as much as I'd like to talk to the customers because I'm always processing the inventory. Paul and I really are in the back rooms processing the inventory. But I certainly love our customers, and we appreciate everything that you guys bring to us. Gyro said, Gerald, my man. Gerald, Tom is the bomb. He lives what he does. Yep, Gerald's my man. Good to see you, Gerald. Haven't seen you in about a month, buddy. Get out there, get out to the store. Let me see you. Luz Rivera says, "Good morning. Where is all your big stuff store located?" That's in Lakeland, Florida, the Lakeland Square Mall. We have our store called Resale America, the world's largest liquidation store. We buy truckloads from Walmart, Target, Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, all the big stores, and then we let people trade in their used stuff against it. So we have both new and used stuff. We're kind of unique. Nobody really does it like we do it on a scale that we do it, and we love the business. We love the model. Is it if you're going to open up one of these stores, is it a tough store to run? Yes, it's a very tough store to run. We have 500,000 inventory items, 50 employees. People changing prices, people messing up areas, people spilling drinks. It's very difficult, and it's a never-ending process of putting out fires and working and staying on top of the employees. That's why I like bin stores. Bin stores, 3 employees. Who cares if it's a mess? Every day we're just picking garbage out of the bins and we're selling items at a set price. It's very simple to run. So there we go. All right. There are some interesting customers that come into Tom's stores. Certainly, Gerald, we get all the different, Now if you're a thrift store shopper, you probably don't want to go into my big liquidation store because, you know, your mentality is you're going to buy a baseball glove for $5 or this for $3 or that. You know, that's not what my store is. My store is about selling items at a fair price. And typically our fair price to me is about 50% of retail. If it's a B item, an A item, I might be able to get 60 or 70% of. That's like Apple products. And then C items, you can only get about 20% of retail, which would be like maybe like Christmas decorations and stuff like that. Things that you can get a ton of all the time, books, stuff like that. Mike says that's a great price on those mediums. I agree, Mike. I mean, I bought them before for 8,000, 7,000. So to see them for 5,000, you know, in Florida, that was a very good deal. Where is your bin store? I assume that means bin stores. So we have 2 bin stores, Lorene. One is in Winter Haven, Florida at 2820 Recker Highway. They're called Deal Days. And the other one is in Port Richey in Jasmine Plaza. Paul always got to remind me, Jasmine Plaza. It's in Jasmine Plaza. Go see the beautiful Jen over there. She runs that store. I love your Port Richey location. The employees are friendly and very helpful. Yes. They certainly are, 100%. Both stores have great employees. That's what, you know, when you're running a store like this, you know, you typically get people that are retired and, you know, and are good people and want to come and run these stores. They're easy to run. It's not hard work where you're basically all day long, you're ringing out customers or picking garbage out of bins and then filling bins. So yeah, we definitely love our bin stores. Gerald says liquidation motivation is the bomb, and I have been the Deal Days. That's right, Gerald. Gerald's my man. Gerald's I met Gerald a long time ago at a flea market, and you know, he's been a good customer ever since then. You know, keep up the good work, and his beautiful wife. That's right. So, all right. So, what else you want to talk about, Paul? We're 11 minutes in. If anybody has any questions or comments, please put them down below. You know, we're here to help anybody in the liquidation, anybody in the pallet business, anybody in the eBay business, anybody in the Amazon business. We're pretty versed. I'm kind of like the granddad. I'm turning 50 next week. So I'm like the granddad of the flipping business, right? We got all these young guns in the business that, you know, that watch it, that wanted to talk to us. We're out in Vegas and they got such a bright future ahead of them. I wish I was on my path earlier in life, you know, and I see these 25-year-old guys owning stores, doing the flipping business. You know, these young people who have YouTube channels with 100,000 subscribers, you know, making good money. You know, I'm so proud of these people that put in the time, the work, the effort. But that's what it takes, right? It takes putting in the time, the work, the effort. Yeah, I heard a statement the other day, and I want to read it off. I just thought it was a super cool statement. So I text it to myself. You ever text yourself?
Oh, most of that, yeah.
I text myself.
I'll take screenshots of like little
you know what it was?
Motivational quotes.
Yeah, it was Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood came out with a new movie, and he's 91 years old. And God bless him. He's definitely put in the work, but I don't know if he should be in movies anymore. And I don't know if I'm going to get hate mail for that one because it's Clint Eastwood. I super love Clint Eastwood. But in the movie, he said, when you have more past than future, you learn. All right. When you have more past than future, you learn. So that means these 25-year-old guys, right? They're in their learning stages right now because they still have another 50 years of their life ahead of them, right? I'm 50. I only have 25% of my life left in me. So I have more past than future. So now I'm teaching people. When you have more future than past, you're in the learning phase, all right? And you shouldn't be teaching. That's why I'm not a big fan of these 20-year-olds that come out with these training class and how to do things, you know. You want to have more past. Listen to people who, basically it means listen to people who've done it in life, all right? I've failed so many times and I've succeeded a few more times. And so that's put me in a position where I'm at right now. So just take advice from people who've been there and done that. You know, and those young guys, you young guys, you got so much more to go in life. I'm so proud of you guys for getting started so early. I'm going to say my journey didn't start probably till about 20 years ago. So maybe I started when I was in my early 30s. That's when my real journey to wealth started. And everybody has to make that decision when they're going to start, okay? When you're going to start putting your money in appreciating assets and start building your wealth. And I like to do it through flipping and buying and selling stuff. So Jimmy says, good morning, gentlemen. Any more of those Amazon returns left? So we have 3 pallets that we're selling right now. We're selling the Amazon mystery boxes, which is 8 coffin boxes. We don't know what's in them. And now keep in mind, they're not all going to be home runs. We did have a gentleman who bought one. He didn't like what he got. But then I had another gentleman who found 3 3D printers in his pallet, and he sold them each for $800. He made $2,400 just on the 3D printers, and he wants to buy 100 more. So it's not going to be a home run for everybody. We only sell them for $400. So 8 coffin boxes. They're sealed, single taped. We have no idea what's in them. Then we have the Amazon medium boxes that we sell for $350. So they're about 4 or 5 foot pallets filled with mediums. We don't know what's in them. They're still sealed. They're still wrapped. Now you can see around the outside what some of the stuff is, but you really don't know what's in the boxes. And then we have the Amazon talls, the 6 foot talls, all smalls that we sell. We sell those to anybody who does a flea market or a bin store. So we have those 3 pallets available right now. All 3 of them are available right now because we have extras. Remember, we buy everything we can from our suppliers. When we get extras, more than what we need, we do sell them off to the public. But I don't want to be in the pallet business. I don't want to be in the truckload business. I'm not a broker, but I just have to sell them whenever I get too many. Gerald says, Tom has interesting customers. A guy walked into the store with a set of jumper cables around his neck, and Tom was like, don't you start nothing in here. That's funny, Gerald. That's funny, man. That's right. Don't you start nothing in here. Oh yeah, we have great customers. We have crazy customers. We have nice customers, old customers, young customers. Everybody kind of likes the kind of store like this, right? Whenever you can see just about anything. You can, like we said, we got TVs from the 50s, we got stereos from the 60s, we got Nintendos we got the beginning of the video, we got ColecoVision and Ataris, and just about anything that you liked and like. We're trying to make our store a museum, and that makes people want to come back, and that makes people say, hey, did you check out this store? You got to go look at it, right? You got to go see all the cool stuff. We have
we're the store to be.
Yeah, we have Ohio. We have the original 1962 Ohio State pennant flag. From 1962, Ohio, we have Ohio State, Alabama, Auburn. We have the pennants from 1962 for all those schools. And that's 38, 48, 50, 59 years old. That's incredible. That's just cool stuff that I like to look at. I like to browse through. So
we just got a life-size Chucky doll.
A life-size, yeah, that's right. We just got a Chucky doll.
Yeah,
what does it say in the front?
Good guys.
Yeah, good guys doll. But
Yeah,
he's really he's so evil,
boy.
right? He's so evil. Mike says, Tom, I appreciate all your help and advice. I have a liquidation business and going to venture in the bin store business. My daughter is an actress and like this and my daughter is an actress and likes this industry. I'm glad for your daughter's success being an actress. That's awesome. I certainly would recommend opening a bin store. I was shocked when I was in Vegas that they said there's no bin stores in Vegas. There's hardly any bin stores out. They said west, this is more of an Eastern thing, bin stores out west. There's hardly any bin stores. So there's certainly opportunity out there. And, if you do it right, there's some stores, not my stores. My stores average about, between maybe $10,000 to $15,000 a week. I think a couple of weeks we've done in the 20,000s, but that's where I'm at. But there's some stores making $40,000, $50,000 a week, which I'm shocked. I'm trying to figure out what the right mix is to put in these stores to make them that successful. But you have to, if you want to spend the money, if you can spend the money to get the right truckloads, it's a home run, man. It's a home run. I definitely love it. Damien's the young guy I was just talking about, 25 years old, man, learning this business, killing it in this business. Monday morning liquidation motivation. Thank you, Damien, for watching. Anytime you want to come back on, Damien, we'll shoot you the link, man. Your knowledge is valuable, and how your company is growing is definitely valuable to other resellers in the business. So anytime, buddy. We still haven't got Colton on here. We got to get Colton on here. He's helping a lot of people also in the business. And that's the thing. That's what's so great about our community is that you can ask questions in our bin store co-op group, and people will help you out. People will answer them. Just don't go in there and say, hey, where do I find gold? Because, obviously people can't tell you where the gold is because they got to get the gold. But what you can is ask for recommendations, ask about brokers. There's been a lot of talk in some of the other groups about con artists out there in the business. I know that there's this one, and I figured his name. I was reading it this morning. There's another There is another broker who somebody is using the same name on Facebook, and and they're trying to con people out of money. Just be careful. Do your research. Put in the group, hey, have you ever bought from this person? But also make sure you never send money to somebody that's not a legitimate company. Research the company. Make sure that they've been around for a while. Make sure you do your homework before you send somebody money. I did send money to a guy named Steven. Steven where was he in? Tennessee? Stanley? I think something like it. He was in Tennessee. I sent him $12,000 for an Amazon Smalls load, and he scammed me out of it. I was an idiot though. I tried to send the wire to the company, and it got kicked back. And he said, "Hey, just send it to my wife." And that was my grave mistake right there.
Yeah.
I sent it to an individual person, and I shouldn't have done that. And once you send a wire, you're done. That's why these people operate with wires, is because once you send a wire, there's no way to get it back. There's zero way to get it back. It doesn't matter what. So Crate Rapid City, representing as a store out west, Rapid City, South Dakota. There you go, Rapid City. Congratulations on being in the business. I hope you're rocking it. I hope you're doing well. I know in South Dakota, there's got to be lots of distributors out there. Kind of sucks being in Florida because if you want, the best place to be in the central part of the United States. That is just, there's so many options for loads around you. We're down in Florida. I'm also trying to open a store in my hometown, which is Watertown, New York. If anybody knows anybody selling Amazon Smalls up in the New York area, I certainly would be interested in some truckloads up there. I'm talking to my brother. Seeing if he wants to take on the task of opening a store up there. If he doesn't, I got a few other people that would be willing to do it. So, Watertown, New York, Syracuse, New York. I know there's somebody, Rochester, New York was watching the other day. He owns a bin store in Rochester, New York. So good for you, buddy. I love the business. I love everything about flipping. What's my favorite thing to flip? What's your favorite thing to flip? Do you sell on eBay, Paul?
Not on eBay, no. We do Marketplace.
I've been training this guy for years
I can
now
sell on eBay plenty.
to make his own money, and he doesn't sell on eBay yet.
That's right. We do Marketplace. What we've been selling lately is my wife. She's been making crafts with her Cricut. So we've been selling a lot of arts and crafts.
I need to have my coffee mug here that you made for me. So he made me a Bitcoin coffee mug. I got to have that right up here.
Talking about our store, when you were talking and so forth, I was thinking what makes us even more unique is, we buy truckloads from all over, but we also have the excess, pallets. That's what I should say. And, local competitors, I guess is the best adjective to describe, can come here and buy, single pallets or two pallets versus having to buy a whole truckload and spend obscene money for shipping. They just buy it right here, which is pretty incredible for helping out the community as well.
We sell to a lot of other stores. We do sell to a lot of other stores. We just make a little bit of money just for our time and effort. But we don't look at anybody as competition. We look at everybody as friends. That we're all,
for sure. We're all in it together. But
I honestly wouldn't care if somebody opened a business right next door to mine. I honestly wouldn't care. I think the best thing it would do is kick me in the ass and make me do things better. And I don't think that's ever a bad thing. I don't think that's ever a bad thing. That it's an eat or get eaten world out there, right? So if you want to eat, you got to bust your tail. You got to work hard. My man Gerald said it's important to visit the store at least once a week because there is so much product turnover and you might miss something. It's nice going to a store where there's always seems to be something new. 100%, Gerald. We buy so much stuff every day. We have lines out the door of people selling us stuff every day. Truckloads coming in, out all day long. Different vendors all day long. I just love this business. It's like Christmas every day. You never know what you're going to do. Somebody comes in with a box of something. Everybody just starts looking like, what do you think's in the box, right? What do you think's in the box? Because you don't know what's in there. It could be a video game. It could be a vintage this. It could be. We got Fabergé eggs in one time. Tens of thousands of dollars worth of Fabergé eggs. One time we bought out the NFL Communications. The NFL Communications Commissioner's house down here in Florida. And we got thousands of NFL memorabilia, pieces of memorabilia. Those are the cool things that happens when you're in this business. You just always buying stuff out like that. So yeah, certainly Gerald.
It's definitely funny you mentioned that because when we bring out the Amazon mystery boxes, when people buy them, they break them down in front of us, in their cars and so forth. They're just want to check and see what they got.
Yeah. You're always like, did they get something good?
And then we had this older couple. They opened it up. They were looking to reflip at the flea market, and then everything pulled out. Well, that's for a perfect birthday gift, Christmas gift. At the end of the time, I think they only had like 10 items they wanted to sell.
That is the downside of this
They want
business
to
that
keep it
you're
all.
Yeah, you're always looking to,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, my daughter can use that, my wife can use that, and you take so much stuff home. You end up having so much stuff at home that you might have to have your own yard sale because of all the stuff you bring home.
They were thrilled.
Yeah, Great Rapid, no problem, buddy. Thanks for watching. Any information, any questions you have, I appreciate you being part of our community. Tommy Seals, Tommy, my man. Oh, you're not going to come on there, Stan? I thought you were coming on. Tommy said, we need another big top in my area. I can't set up at. Put me in, coach. Tommy, there you go, buddy. So Big Top was the flea market that we started at. I'm getting all these fraud calls. You guys been getting a lot of fraud calls lately. They're ridiculous. We started
the warranty.
Yeah, your warranty. We started in the flea market. We ended up with hundreds of different booths. We had like 3 different sections, but it's all about liquidation. It's all about the meetings, but also it was about building relationships with customers. Not if you're gonna open a store, if you're gonna go to a flea market, you're gonna sit in the corner and not do a damn thing. Don't get into the business. All right, you got to stand up. You got to talk to people. I had a microphone and a stereo, and I played like disco music, 80s music, and I was talking all the time, saying, ignore all the prices, everything's on sale, come on up. And we did so great that it brought us that it was the catalyst that got us to 110,000 square foot liquidation store and 2 bin stores. So if you're willing to put yourself out there, to be aggressive, to be super, super helpful to people, you will be successful. If you're going to sit in the corner and hope people walk across something that's going to sell to them, you shouldn't be in this business. You got to be a salesperson. You got to be a marketer, and you got to be a salesperson. All right. And all marketing is free nowadays. Most marketing is free nowadays. Marketers, salespeople. What we're doing right now, and bringing value to the community is free to us. I think we had to buy this program. How much was the program, Stan? $40 a month. $40 a month is what it costs us. Besides Stan cost me a lot of money, which I'm losing money on. But someday hopefully we'll break even on Stan.
We have this customer comes in a lot. He's a regular. So I was like, "Are you a sales clerk?" It's a Terminate.
Right.
The term they used to use. Clerk.
Are they back already?
He's going to get the boxes when he goes to Amazon, have them put them on top.
Yeah.
With their forklift.
All right. Got to sign a check. Got to go do another pickup of Amazon stuff. I think it's. Did they text you amount? I think it's 27,000.
Okay, no, I don't have them on.
I'll give it to you right now. Hang on. 27,000. Okay. All right. Do you remember the retail dollars or the piece count on the $5,000 medium loans? Sounds like a steal. No, I mean, each pallet normally comes with like 20 to 30 boxes. It's not manifested, and I don't know the retail value, but it just when you break it down to $250 a pallet, it made sense. I know one pallet came off, and they had there were 2 like cell phone extenders, the commercial ones, on one pallet. When I looked it up on eBay, they were $550 a piece. So there's certainly, like we said, the one guy bought a pallet from us and found a desktop computer in there. It was like a $1,000 computer, and he ended up bringing it right back to us and sold it back to us. So now we're using it in here. I mean, it did have a little issue that we're fixing right now, but so there's a lot of good stuff in there. There's what do you call the cooking pots there? The new what is it?
Air fryer.
Air fryers. There's a ton of air fryers in there. There's mixers, blenders, coffee machines, just anything that's, this size box, typically is on that load. But for that price, I mean, it's a great value. It's a great value.
Yes.
So, Tom, thank you for all your help. Thank you, Facebook user. Alexandru, what's going on, Alexander? Good to see you again. Alexandru, I think it's Alexandru. Good morning. All right, Gerald says, what is the coolest and most unique thing Paul has found in a pallet?
The pallet? We're talking about the Amazon mystery pallets?
Any pallet.
Any pallet? This is tough. I mean, there's so much fun. I think the neatest thing we found was a paddle boat. That was
the paddle boat?
The paddle boat. It was a 12-foot paddle boat. We blew up. The thing was almost $600 new. That's pretty neat.
I think one of the coolest things that, now we didn't find it, but a customer found it.
Electronic scooter, the $700 scooter we found.
Some scooters. So we get Amazon Turbo Smalls. They come from Indiana. So I sell them here, but I only buy them because I want to put the smalls in my bin store. So we do sell the excess pallets, but so don't buy them from me because you can buy them from other places cheaper. But it's because I got to buy them from Indiana. The shipping is so much, $4,000 for shipping. My prices are a little bit more expensive. But a customer did buy a smalls pallet, and he was going through it. So not only were there 1,000 items in it, but it was Home Depot Turbo Smalls. In the bottom of it, he found a Jaws of Life, right?
Oh, the $3,000
Yeah, like
Milwaukee.
$3,500
Yeah,
Jaws of
yes,
Life was in the bottom of that
I
pallet.
forgot about that.
So that was a great score on his behalf, Alexander should, what do you think of the 4-foot or 7-foot high piece count Amazon load wise? Which is better for profit, processed or raw? I mean, okay, so if you're just doing a bin store and you don't care about processed, buy the processed. And let's say you're not doing Amazon, you're not doing eBay, you're not selling outside of your bin store. The process load might be the right load for you because typically they're going to tell you what they're going to do. Like maybe they take everything over $50 out. So that's still a good load for bin stores, but you can normally buy it for cheaper than you would have to buy the tall ones. I sell at all levels, so I like the tall ones because I like the unmanifested tall ones because I'm hoping someday I'm going to get one full of iPhones or something like that, right? Which I normally don't. Yeah, for a bin store and eBay. Yeah. Well, if you got eBay in there, I like the ones that are untouched. For example, I bought a truckload of talls from Midtown Liquidators, who got them from Excess Limited here in Florida. I paid $20,000 down. When I get the manifest, I had to pay 9% of the manifest. So whenever we were finished, the load cost me $15,000, which equaled to $650 a pallet. So the load cost me $15,000. In the load were 12 Samsung Galaxy S21 Pro Max. I don't even know what they are, phones, which we sold the 12 phones for $1,000 a piece on eBay. So now our load cost us $3,000. So I like those opportunities. I like finding something like that. Now there was a lot of food in there. A lot of people don't like food. I don't mind food because I have a food buyer. I palletize the food. I have somebody who'll buy all the food from me for $350. And why will they buy the food? It's because it's not like a can of peas or something. It's like a box of coffee or a box of dog food or a box of this and that. So it's good food. It's more like Sam's Club food that you're going to find in Amazon stuff, more bulk food. So I don't mind food in my pallets because I have a guy named, you might see him in our videos, named Caesar. He buys all my food and he's looking for more food pallets. Anybody out there has truckloads of food, he'll be willing to buy them. I mean, obviously food has to be cheaper and it really would have to be somewhere in the Southeast because of shipping. Shipping is tough. And then also like during the summertime, gummies go bad, chocolate goes bad, things melt in trucking. Unless you have a refrigerated truck, things can melt. So you got to be careful with that kind of stuff.
Like we brushed up before, people get, 50% will complain about, like expiration date. The other half won't care. So
you watch out for expiration date. People like to talk crap about that. And
you post it online. Well, those are updated. You get all this.
Oak NH70 is at Oak, New Hampshire 70. Time to talk crypto. I had a Coinbase induced heart attack this morning when I checked my account. This was me this morning too, man. Yeah. Crypto took a quick dive this morning.
Is it still there?
And I did. Let me pull it up real quick. You know what I did this morning is I bought more, and I bought a lot more this morning. It's come back up a little bit, but still not. But you know what? I agree with you, Oak. I mean, think about it. When the market went down 50% in the middle of the year, I mean that was the most money. First of all, it's the most money I ever made in my life. Was when it went up, when it was rising up, and Bitcoin went to $65,000, $64,000. But when it went down to 30, that's the most money I've ever made and the most money I've ever lost. But I'm telling you, I'm in it for the long run. I think because I started in 2018 that I can retire in maybe a year or two off just my crypto, not including my real estate, not including my businesses, not including anything else I do in my life, but just my crypto. So that 5-year period, everybody's got to decide when they're going to start that 5-year journey. And I think you need it, when Bitcoin was $10, people said it's too much, it's a fad. When it was $100, it was a fad. $1,000 a fad. 10,000, 20,000, 56, 64,000. They keep saying it's a fad and it's just going to go away. And I'm telling you right now, it's not going away. The digital economy is exploding, and so it's rising like this. But at one point, it's going to rise like this. And so you want to make sure you're in early enough that when it explodes, that you're going to be part of the journey. So anything you can put in. I dollar cost average every week. I put money in every week into a bunch of different. I only invest in 4 cryptos right now. That's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Algorand. Those 4 right now. And there's arguments for others. Somebody keeps advocating Matic. I forget the name of the person. Matic. What Matic is a part of Ethereum, and I'm probably going to because of what they said to me. I looked into it. And I'm probably going to put some money into Matic. But yeah. But the point is, even in all right. Let's take the game of Monopoly, right?
Yeah.
The game of Monopoly, right? What do you have to do to play Monopoly? What do you have to do to win Monopoly, right? Have you ever seen the people that land on Park Place or land on anything and they say, like, I'm not going to buy it, right? In my head, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm going to beat this person because I go around buying everything I can. I don't care how much money I got. I buy it. And then they pay me rent. Right. And then I pass go and I collect more money and I buy more and I keep buying more because whoever buys the most wins. Right. That's the same thing in life. The problem is we freaking spend all of our damn money. Right. We buy Air Jordans. You got more money on what you're wearing that day than you do in your bank account. Right. That's so stupid. And I've been there. I get it. I was a spender. Now I'm a saver. I'm trying to convert my wife. My wife's still a spender, not a saver. But once you make that transition from a spender to a saver, your life changes. And if you can buy any sort of appreciating asset, whether it's real estate, whether it's fine art, whether it's baseball cards, I don't care what it is, whether it's digital NFTs, my favorite thing is Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I'm putting all my bet in there, and people are going to say, oh, you need to diversify. You need to be I do own a lot of real estate. I am selling all of my worldly assets to buy digital assets right now. Everything I own in the world. I own The Walking Dead #1 comic book. I own Spider-Man number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm selling them all. Anything that's worth value. I have rookie cards, sports cards. I have, anything that I've collected and thought was valuable. I have a beautiful Michael Jordan autograph. I have Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman autograph poster. And I have 5 of them, and I think they're worth about $10,000 each. I'm selling them all, and buying digital assets, different kinds of digital assets, because the world is not going analog; the world's going digital. So
that's my biggest issue is I hold on to something too long and think the value is going to go up and never does.
Yeah.
But I know Mark McGwire, for instance, his rookie card was worth like $500-600 at one point, and then holding on to the card, and then he gets steroids, and then
and then it goes down to nothing.
Now I can't even get away. I have to pay them to take it.
Oak said selling your real estate to put it into crypto too seems like now would be the time to do it. Yeah, I agree. So real estate wise, I have 2 restaurants that I own the real estate on, and then I have about 6 houses. So and I honestly I have a partner with him. So I have to work this out through him, but we're looking to sell all of our assets and the whole company, and it'll all go right into crypto. It'll go into crypto assets. I'm not saying I'm only buying cryptocurrencies because I'm in a couple other partnerships that I own some NFTs, which are digital representation of artwork. I own that. I own a bunch of. Some new games are coming out that I've invested in. Some new pay-to-play games that I'm invested in. I got some money in that. But everything's I want all my investments into being everything digital. Because if you look at my kids are 100% digital, right? They got an iPhone, which they're watching. They're talking to their friend. They got their iPad, which they're watching some gamer streaming, and then they got their PS4, which they're playing a game themselves. They live in this digital world that is going to be. Look at our followers are falling off, which I get, but those are the people that are going to lose in this world, right? Those are the people you got to put your money into inflating assets. And crypto is my favorite. And I went from I went from zero. I mean, I went from very little in my savings to very lot in my savings. My liquid assets right now is incredible, and everybody needs to start that journey at some point. Okay, so we lost like 20 followers talking about crypto. So listen, if you have any other questions about the liquidation business, pallets, Amazon, eBay, we're now 40 minutes into this. We can certainly end this anytime. But, I appreciate everybody following, liquidation motivation. Listen, only 53% of people who watch this channel are subscribed. So please, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, like and subscribe our videos. We are planning on putting out more content about behind the scenes in the store. Some people seem to like those. Some people seem to like these. It's kind of fragmenting my audience, but, I get it. I'm just trying to bring value to anybody that wants to be in this business. And, feel free to private message me if you have any questions that you don't want to put on these lives. I'm always willing to, try to respond. It might take me a minute to help you out. But Tom, do you buy Home Depot salvage? I buy Home Depot turbos. I don't know if salvage is a different kind of load, but, I normally buy them from Midtown Liquidators. If you get a hold of them, I think they have a daily list they can put out of loads that are available. I know that when I buy the turbos, it's like a month out because there's so many people who want the turbos. And I just don't like that I buy them out of Indiana, which the shipping is ridiculous. But I love the Home Depot loads. Like right now I can buy Lowe's returns out of Georgia for, I think they're like $2,400 right now, but then it's like $2,000 to ship. Justin says, keep talking about crypto. Justin, I love you, man. Making money is my favorite thing to do in the world. So, I got you. So, put your money into appreciating assets, grow your wealth, become rich, because when you become rich, a lot of pain points go away. A lot of things, if you don't like mowing your lawn, you can pay somebody to mow your lawn. If you don't like doing laundry, you can pay somebody to do your laundry. So, build that wealth. Build everything you're doing. Lindy Glenn. Hey, Lindy. Thanks for coming on. Wanted to say good morning to everybody. Good morning, Lindy. So Lindy is this huge YouTuber, right? I was watching her videos and I saw she's opening in a store. So I said, hey, Lindy. I reached out. I friended her on Facebook. She messaged me this morning. So, Lindy, if you ever want to come on here and do a collab with us, we'd appreciate it. Any advice that we can give you on opening a store. I mean, I know you're an expert on the online stuff. So, we've been doing stores for 20-something years. We've been in the liquidation business for a while. So thanks for reaching out. I'll reach out to you after this stream, Lindy. But if anybody has any questions or comments, please put them down below. This business is an incredible business, an incredible journey. It's fun to be in. There's Death Pile Destroyers. There's my man, Esteban.
Hi, Lindy. I'm so happy that you joined us. I just wanted to say that I learned almost everything I learned about eBay was either through you or through Rockstar Flipper or Chris Lynn from California. I'm out of breath.
He ran all the way from our eBay room, which is about a quarter of a mile away. Okay, but so if anybody wants to follow Lindy, it's that's just the name of the channel, right? Go to Lindy Glenn. Go to Lindy Glenn on YouTube, and Stan can put a little link right there. Yeah, she gives you a lot of great advice, so we appreciate it. Yeah, Lindy, I know you said you're a little bit nervous. Sure, making the transition from home to storefront, it's certainly a big move, right? I mean, it's probably the biggest move you can make because at your home everything is easy. Everything is easy. Yeah. Once you do the storefront, it becomes difficult. But at the same time, you need to 10x your volume. You're moving. You're gonna have employees now, but it certainly makes it easier to sell stuff. Because you can having the retail aspect to it. It's so easy to buy in this business. It's not as easy to sell. So I'm glad that you made the leap. Good luck with all of that. Your store looks great. It's a nice, clean looking store too. So. It's a very good looking store. We are looking to open some new stores here. We are looking to open some bids. Yeah, I'd like to just know what your concept is on the store. I know you're going to do some bids and you're going to do some retail. Yeah. But welcome to the world of liquidation. I mean, I guess you've already been in liquidation. So.
Yeah. She's got a good contact. She has she goes through Wholesale Ninjas, and she partners up with them to fill her store. Even she with eBay, and now she's gonna bring it over to this bin store. So Wholesale Ninjas is what she uses.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And what is Wholesale Ninjas?
It's like a what do you call the pallet?
Just another liquidation pallet
That's
seller?
yeah.
Okay.
What's the
B-stock?
B-stock? And then there's another one. There's one that just sells pallets.
Is it like real lots or something lots?
I don't
Small
know.
lots, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
She plans to do bin models, but prices will vary depending on how much supply I have on hand and how much I need to move. Yeah. Mostly HBA and some general merchandise.
Yeah, HBA definitely sells well. We buy truckloads from CVS. We're pretty fortunate that our CVS warehouse is just down the road about 8 miles, so we can drive right down there and pick it up ourselves. We buy them from Inmar, so they're high piece count loads, and typically you're buying them, we're getting stuff for about 70, maybe 75 cents a piece, and an average retail is about $10. So it really fits well in our bin store models. And speaking of that, we really gotta buy some more CVS. We don't have any CVS in stock right now.
Yeah.
People are asking about it, so is that
Wholesale Ninjas is very similar to bulk.com that most people are familiar with. But the difference between Wholesale Ninjas is that Lindy was always talking about how they can break it down to smaller boxes and ship them out individually like that. They'll break down an entire pallet into small boxes to ship it out easier to the customers.
so that if you're going to a house,
That's
okay,
correct.
you don't need to have a lift gate and all that kind of stuff. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, even like your guy in Vegas. Who's your guy in Vegas?
John from Flippin' Ain't Easy.
Flippin' Ain't Easy, another YouTube channel out there helping you with the eBay business. He buys from, like he said, mostly liquidation.com. He buys from liquidation.com, manifested pallets. So he does the analysis before he even gets it into his house, right? Analyzes the whole manifest, costs it out, figured out what he can make, and then he utilizes the 25% failure rate of stuff, and so then you can figure out what kind of profits you have in these pallets, in these bins. So it's super easy. It's a great business to be in. If you don't want to work for the man or the woman, you start your own stuff, start your own side hustle, but most of all, put your profits in the appreciating assets. We all of us, including Stanley, all are in the crypto market area. And, so did you get everybody buy the dip today?
No. We bought more Axes.
More Axes. So he does the pay to play. His wife is in the Axie Infinity game.
Yeah, it's an NFT game where you buy NFT Axes and then you just battle out with other people. It's like a Pokemon game, and you play against other people, and then you win crypto.
And you make money, right? And you make money. There you go. Lindy Glenn said, "Go crypto, go crypto." Big crypto enthusiast here. Save that money. Be rich. Make that decision when you want to be rich. It's a 20-year journey. Hopefully a lot of you have already started that journey, but someday you got to make that decision that I want to be rich, and you're going to take the start on that journey. I failed miserably in life, right? I had a business. I claimed bankruptcy. I went back to college. I moved into my in-laws' basement. I was living in my in-laws' basement. I had no money, no gas money for college. And then from there, we built it up into what we have here. Lindy says XRP, Quant, XLM, and HBAR. All right, all right. That's a little bit different than I've been following HBAR since the beginning. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about them. I think they certainly, XRP. I bailed on XRP when the SEC got involved. Quant and XLM, I think, is stellar. So good for you. I'm glad that you're in the space. As long as you're in the space, you kind of understand the growth that can happen and how much money you can make. And it's not only about money, but it's about how it's going to change everything. I think it's going to change everything. Bitcoin blockchain technology is going to change everything that we do in life. You're going to see, eBay will be gone in the future. It'll be owned by it'll be a computer program that is written on a blockchain that everybody owns who participates in it. So, John says, "What's the CVS pallets cost? Last time I saw you have $900 pallets. That's too much for me." So the CVS pallets come in manifested. And, so we buy them at 9% of cost and we sell them at 10% of cost. We make a little bit in there. So, but they're all different prices. Some were like $100, right?
Yeah.
But then some were like $5,000. It just depends how much product is on the pallet. So if there's $1,000 worth of product on the pallet, your cost is $100.
Mhm.
If there's $50,000 of the product on there, which sometimes the makeup loads can be that cost, that we sell for $5,000. But when you're buying at 10%, remember 10% is the sweet point for me. Although you got to understand CVS prices are a little higher than Walmart's, right? Because they're a convenience shop, not a destination shop. But you're buying at 10%. It's easy to sell at 30%. My special price to sell it is normally 50%. So if your pressure is only to sell at 30%, it's easier to make money on these kind of loads. So
Those CVS pallets has so much inventory in it, though. I mean, you could just start.
and it's clean too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever bought Walmart pallets come all messed up with stickers and everything. The CVS truckloads that we get are clean. Like no stickers, no nothing, brand new product. Very rarely is even box damage.
Yeah.
Very rarely. So Paul said, Esteban, I just subscribed to your channel.
Oh, thanks, Paul. I appreciate that. Visit deathpiledestroyers.com to know more about eBay and selling on eBay.
There you go. Lindy, now's your chance to get back. Quant funded my bin store. There you go. Crypto Quant funding. I don't know anything about Quant. I'm going to research that, Lindy. I'm very excited about this. I'm 100%. I'm not 100% crypto right now. My mindset is 100% crypto. But I'm trying to sell all of my worldly assets and put them all into digital assets, 100%. So John said, Jay Tennyson. Tom, I visited your store Saturday for the first time, spent over 2 hours there. Great place. Thank you. I appreciate your business. I appreciate anybody who shops in my store's business. I love you. If you ever want to talk for a few minutes, feel free to come reach out to me. We want to make our store like a museum. We've been open 2 years right now, and we probably have I would say maybe 200 unique pieces in our store. So what's that?
Very unique.
Very unique. Yeah. So I think that, unique, like what I'm saying, could be in a museum, like maybe a toy from the 60s or a TV from the 50s, or, we have about 200 pieces. So when we've been open 5 years, I think that could be 1,000 pieces, right? Mm-hmm. And when we get to that level, it's going to be the coolest store to get to be in. And we're just very excited about the business. We love the fact that we take trade-ins because there's huge opportunity to make money on trade-ins, because you know what? If somebody brings something in that doesn't sell, you can just tell them no. You can just tell them. Some people don't like that, but you can just tell them no. So thanks for stopping by. John says, are they all shelf pulls? Yeah, they're either overstock or shelf pulls, but CVS doesn't stick or anything, right? So remember, you go to CVS, it's always on the gondola with the price of something. So there's
behind the glass sometimes.
Or behind the glass. So there's no stickers on it. So I really love CVS product. So it's all new shelf pulls, but they also have seasonal stuff. So you might get Easter, Halloween, which I don't mind. When you buy Easter, you get way too much Easter sometimes, I don't know if that was just during Corona that not many people.
Are you saying that you don't like Cadbury eggs?
Well, no, I'm saying during Corona, the gift cards that you bring to school, people weren't bringing them to school.
Oh, right? You're talking about those Valentine cards?
Yeah. Valentine's. I said Easter. Yeah. So you get thousands and thousands of those, but hopefully that's all gone. Lindy says, I bought CVS pallets for $800 to $1,600. They aren't cheap, but lots of small valuables. Yeah, definitely. I love CVS. I love how clean they are. I love, women love health and beauty, right? Our health and beauty section is one of our most popular sections in our store, where everything is 50% off. We're just cheaper than anybody. That's what we say to our customers. And our videos, we're like Lakeland, where our store's in Lakeland, Florida. It's your choice. Pay twice as much over at Target. Pay twice as much over at Best Buy, or buy here at Resale America. Just give us a chance. Come in and see what we got.
Lindy Glenn, on her channel, she talks about how to sell these HBA items, and she knows how to bundle them up in certain categories. She trains the viewers on how to do that when it comes to those HBA items.
Nice. What do you pay for a truckload of unprocessed high piece count 6-footers? So the last one I bought, Facebook user, is I paid $15,000 for. So that does vary. The last time I bought them was $9. Remember, I have a local supplier. Matter of fact, I'm going to pick up 12 pallets from my local supplier right now. So I don't need to always buy truckloads. when I do buy, the last truckload I bought was local. Fortunately, it was in Orlando, and I pay 9% of retail. There was a lot of food in it, and but there's also those cell phones. So I paid $15,000 the last load I got. They make me send them $20,000 when I buy the loads, and then they make it up on the next load. So I had a $5,000 credit on my next load. So that's how I buy them. I'm probably going to order another load because my food guy wants more food. So I need to buy the loads with the food. But I've seen them all over the place. I went and saw another distributor the other day, and they had loads anywhere from $16,000 up to $27,000, depending on what you wanted. She explained to me all the different loads that Amazon is getting rid of, and the ones that she had. And I thought, I'm trying to figure out which one is the best one for me to buy. I'm certainly going to buy some of these loads from her. And, I'm willing to share with anybody. If anybody wants to know where I buy my stuff at, I'll let you know. It is in Florida. I try to always look for stuff in Florida because I don't want to pay that outrageous shipping fees. So yeah, my last load is $15,000. Lindy, I've never seen CVS do returns, so expiration dates are the only concern. Yeah, you do get some, we call it close dated. So anything, it might be 3 months before being expired or 3 months after being expired. Everything is the good thing about liquidation is that it's fresh product, right? Everything's fresh. Even like the Amazon Smalls, they got dates on them when they're pulled off the shelf. So you're not buying, iPhone 5 cases. You're getting all the latest stuff. And same thing with CVS. You're getting all the latest stuff. It's just coming off the shelves. They're sending them to Inmar. Inmar pays CVS a percentage of retail, and then they go ahead and mark them up and resell them to make money. And they manifest all the pallets. So they do all of that right here in, I don't know if it's called Lakeland or Plant City, Florida, but it's just down the road from our warehouse. So we like buying from them. We have zero shipping costs because we send our 26-foot truck down there. And yeah, dates. Some people care about dates. Obviously, dates are a concern on eBay.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Esteban runs our eBay department here, and he's telling me I don't want to put any health and beauty on it. I don't want to put anything with dates on it. I've never had a problem selling stuff that was outdated on eBay, but I'm also been kicked off eBay several times.
It's just that I want to be able to track. I want to separate by expiration date. So if I have a batch of items with one specific expiration date, I want to separate them from another.
Yeah, we just bought Emergency.
Yes.
Emergency. Yeah, we just bought a pallet of Emergency. So everybody's all about like immune efficiency right now, and because of the virus. So it's a hot product right now. It's selling about $10 a box on eBay. Right. And so we just bought a whole pallet at $2 a box. So I think that's going to give us, so we're going to sell a box of 4. I'm sorry, a lot of 4 boxes.
No, 6.
6 boxes for how much?
Well, we said 40.
40. So we're going to sell 6 boxes for $40 plus shipping. So the shipping should be like $10. They're going to be able to get it cheaper from me than anybody else. My $12 cost, and selling for $40 is a good deal. And then what I like about it is we have multiple lots of it. So we got 100 different lots. Yeah, we got a whole pallet of it. So don't forget the opportunity. Don't forget the opportunity whenever you can buy a pallet like that, because it's just so much easier to put it on and let it roll. There's no additional work. You only have to, we use VAs, to do a lot of our listings, most of our listings, and we only got to pay the VA one time to sell 100 different lots. So that's why we like multiples of every item. We only have to pay Esteban commission No, I'm just joking. He gets commission on everything. I don't know. Do you? I don't know what he gets. We'll talk about that after when we're off air. But we are all working on helping to grow all of us. We don't want these guys to continue working for me. We're trying to develop new businesses, new programs, new things that we can all make money together, so that they're not my employees, that we're actually partners in business. And when you find somebody good like that, when you find somebody who's a good worker, and remember, it takes months. You don't know if somebody's a good worker in 1 month.
No, you can't. About 3, maybe 3. You kind of get an inkling that guy's pretty good or that girl's pretty good. After 6 or a year, you're like, man, I like this person. This person has been consistent. That's when you partner with them. You don't employ them. You partner with them. You figure out a way to make money with them so that their wealth,
their wealth is not dictated by your wealth, right? That you can all grow together, that you can all make money together.
Let's get that honeymoon stage right in the beginning.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm telling you, every worker is a kick-ass worker, and you never know in the interview process who's going to be good, who's going to be bad. I don't know how many people that are great bullshit artists that sell me, when they come in for an interview and then you pay them the big bucks and they get to work and they're horrible,
It's like talking to a lawyer. Great game. Horrible executions.
Paul just subbed to Lindy, and Lindy said, "Thank you, Paul." There you go. Look at that.
Connections, and networking.
Network.
AM said, "I think you are great, Tom. Thank you for all your great information. You are great. Thank you for all your information. You are great. Thank you, AM, for the double post there. I appreciate it. Any questions or comments? Thank you for watching our channel. All right, you're getting on the 1 hour mark here. So, we're probably going to cut it off unless there's any last minute questions. I'm Tom. My store is Resale America. My YouTube channel is Liquidation Motivation. Please go down there and like and subscribe so we can give Stanley a raise. Stanley is very upset with me that he hasn't gotten a raise lately, but we're working on making more money together. My bin stores are called Deal Days. One is in Port Richey, Florida, and Jasmine Plaza. Go out there and see the beautiful Jen. And then we got the badass Bing. He is down in Winter Haven, Florida at 2820 Wrecker Highway. I'm looking to open 2 more bin stores right now. Resale America, Lakeland Square Mall. We're open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday, 12 to 6 on Sunday. All right, Lindy says, I got to get to work. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you for coming
Thank
on,
you,
Lindy. We want to have you on here
Lindy.
sometime with us. We appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please like and subscribe. Now go out there and make some money.